everybody. This is going to be a real quick video because I've been asked to do a little bit of a kind of a care video on trichocentrums. I too found them somewhat difficult to figure out the culture. I generally have had difficulty in figuring out plants which are described as wanting highlight, almost perfect drainage, lots of water in the growth season, and practically none while resting in high humidity. There are several species that fit that general category. And when I say almost nothing, they can't survive with nothing. So you do have to water, and it is a balance because they generally put up their spikes at the end of the dry season. So it is very hard, number one, to withdraw away completely from watering, especially when the plants are still in growth. It's very difficult. And to find that balance of highlight, a bit cooler, meaning not the heat of the summer, and you can push them closer to the window as long as the foliage isn't touching, but I would say just above freezing for the most part, still less than 60, and a lessening of fertilizer as well for the wintertime. When I can, prefer them to be mounted. Here are two right here. One is a species and this is a hybrid. But still, mounting them allows them to get the copious amounts of water and nutrients that they want in this growth season, which is from February till Halloween. And then you kind of shut them down little by little, not at all suddenly. This is another trichocentrum. You can see it's all in bark and rock, same as that one over there, which is sprucei. These are bat tails, and these are muley. But they all, for the most part, want the same culture. So that is pretty much my little short lesson. If you can provide the humidity in the wintertime, which still is about 60%, and some misting in the morning, but they must dry out when you either give them some mist or even a little drink of water, but just barely enough to where it runs out of the bottom of the pot, or the roots turn green and then you just let them rest. Leave them alone. But maintain the humidity. Humidity and light and temperature. So, but make sure the light isn't too bright to protect them from the midday sun is essential. And this is my Trichocentrum carthagensis, which has lovely pink, small, fragrant. They look like a twinkle, but maybe a bit smaller. Again, this is in bark and it gets hardly any water, mostly misting. But it does get a drink, maybe once a month, but that's it. So that's pretty much how I do it. And I've been lucky enough to get some success, not with this one. This is a new acquisition. Here is this one again. This is in a Trichocentrum. It says a cross, but there is a spike. So, and there are all different sizes, miniature to large sized. And I have, at the other place, I have a splendidum, which is huge, ginormous, small pseudoboas. Well, similar to this, very similar to this. Big Mueller pseudoboas as opposed to the smaller Mueller, which is there. That's as big as that gets. So there is a variety, and usually the flowers are fragrant. This one happens to be hauntily fragrant. Carthagensis is more sweet and delicate. In my Williamsonii or my Jason Fuchs, they're also very, very fragrant. But hopefully that helps you. And again, thanks for watching.